the new Volvo driver, and he's going to be up against it at the start. And now, let's move down to join the second race of the day.
Yes, hello and welcome back to TOCA Touring Car Championship Round 6, Race 2, here at Thruxton, and underway we go. So yeah, this is going to be finishing off the first quarter of the championship, and with that as well, we'll be getting cheat codes after each quarter that we complete if we can win enough races. So far, we've dominated the championship with 5 races down and 5 wins collectively. And if we can win this one, then we'll get a cheat code as a little bonus as well. And not if we keep doing that and Ford spins us out. Yeah, so far so good with the championship. We have got quite a commanding lead over the Renault Lagunas, but that is all set to change as we get further into the season. And they're all slamming on their brakes, as they usually do. Surprisingly to see John Cleland up quite high up in the standings so far, or the field. Oh, Volvo getting in the way, my teammate. Oh, come on Cleland, play fair. He knows that we're going to pass him multiple times and lap him during the race. But once again, we're going to try and get our fated 1 minute 10 second lap time if we can. But we have to catch up to the leaders first, so that is our first task. Shouldn't be too difficult though, it should be exactly the same principles as what happened with race 1 here. Lap 1 complete, already up into 9th. There's Warwick in the other Vauxhall. Just pass him nice and easily. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Get out of the gravel, please. Thank you. Oh, Nissan getting past one of the Audis. For a nice pass on the outside. And the Audi trying to get one back, pushing us as well. So we'll take the outside line, get past the Nissan, and spin it because we had one wheel dipped on the grass. Lovely. Come on. Ooh. And that was our teammate going up our chuff. So that has definitely done some damage, I would imagine. Let's have a look. Yep. The rear of the car looks like the main computer on Tron. Again. Oh well. Right, 2 seconds up still on the previous lap. We had a 1 minute 30, which is pretty damn abysmal. We can get to at least 29 seconds faster than that. Or 19 seconds faster than that, I should say. Gotta take the lines very smooth, get past the Volvo again, thank you. And a 126, so even though we did cut the chicane at the end there, oh no, and again the controls. Bloody hell, come on. Yeah, that's the thing, again, with how twitchy these controls are, even using the analog stick, you gotta be so precise. And sometimes, even a little input can cause a car to get very, very unsettled as well. So that's why you might find if I go around the corner, I don't put in too much of a steering input because I don't want the car to spin, but I end up spinning anyway because dipping a wheel onto the grass causes the car to get unsettled, and around we go. But at least a good head-bopping music is still playing in our ears, so it's all good. Right, 9 seconds up on the last lap time, so at least we're going to be in the teens, 1 minute teens-ish. The car slowed down enough, thank you. Right, and what was our lap time? 1:17? Yeah, 1:17.97. Get past the Audi again. Right, up into 7th, only 6 cars to pass. Ooh. Nissans are up fighting with the Audi. So there should be 2 more spots taken back. If the Audi gets out of the way, that is. Come on, get out of the way. Cheating swine. No, you don't. Oh, Christ. Well, he came off worse because he's just gone off into the grass. And John Bincliffe is out of the race. That was not my fault. I was on the inside, he tried to bump into me, and subsequently went into the barriers and rolled the car. Whoops. Well, I had the inside line, it was his fault, so I don't feel any remorse from that incident. No doubt, though, he's been taken to the infield care centre to be looked after. Probably bruised his knee or something. Anyway, catching up to the rest of the vehicles. Get past the Honda. And then Jason Plato in the first of the Renault Lagunas. And good old Alain Menu up ahead, leading the way as he usually does. Honda bashing and scraping up our side. Again, just trying to take the corners very, very gingerly. Oh, like that. When the car gets unsettled over the bumps, no! Son of a bitch. That really is the most annoying thing about this game. The bumps and jumps in the actual circuit surface just really get the car unsettled, and you try to correct it if the car gets a bit loose, but again, the twitchy controls rears its ugly head and the car just goes all over the place. You've got no chance of keeping control of the car once it starts spinning, and well, get a move on. The Audi wants another go as well. He needs to be careful after what happened with his teammate. Get on the inside, thank you. And he's still going, good. He's blocking his line. That was one thing that... Oh, you cheeky little turd. Yep, you could definitely tell that was Jason Plato. He's used that move many times on his arch rival, Matt Neal, over the years. No, it's alright, mate. Just take your line. Just block your line in front of me and then start bitching and moaning that, oh, it wasn't my fault. But there you go. Right, now we got the arduous task of catching up with the other two again. Good old James Thompson and Alain Menu. So they're 8 seconds up the road. Well, the Honda is anyway. But we should catch that up fairly easily if we don't spin. It's only lap 6 anyway, coming up to lap 7. Nicely done. And we've actually gained some time because there's good old Thompson. 2 seconds. Oh no, Thompson's got past then. So that is Alain Menu in second place. Unheard of. Oh look, there's John Cleland. That could be why then that Menu has been pushed down, because Cleland was probably in the way. I've got the Lagoon on the inside. There we go. So at the moment then, Cleland is last of the runners in 15th place, with the unfortunate error which caused Bincliffe to retire, and I'm just going to squeeze up the inside, take the lead, and be brushed by the Mondeo. Hooray! Okie dokie, now we've got the lead on lap 7. Now is our chance to try and get the 1 minute 10. Which, I don't know if we're going to do, but we'll try our bloody hardest. Oh, don't get it squirrely now, come on. There we go. Okay, we're 1 second off on the previous time, so we have a good 13 chances to get it done this time. If the AI don't getting away, or I just don't spin into the gravel. That would also be very, very well for me to do. Okay, so we can scratch lap 8 off the fastest lap time then. We'll try again on lap 9. Just easily done. There we go. Again, sorry if I sound a little bit nasally and stuff like that. Still getting over me cold. Or flu, or whatever the hell it was. Man flu. So, yeah, it's horrible. As the illness clears, it feels like it gets worse because it bungs you up even more, and it's bloody horrible. That's one of the worst things, is having a blocked nose. Especially when you're trying to sleep, it's horrible. Right, there we go. Let's get past whoever that is in the Peugeot. Probably Patrick Watts. And I'm assuming that's Tim Harvey in t'other Peugeot. So we'll just easily get past those guys. Nicely done. See, I really wish that what they could have added on this game as well before release would be a little timer at the bottom that says how far you are ahead of second place. Because they do have it, you know, when you're behind the leader or any of the cars in front of you, and it tells you how far behind you are, like 8 seconds, 2 seconds, whichever. But once you get the lead, it doesn't tell you how far your lead is. They did fix that, of course, for TOCA 2, but would have been nice, little things like that added. And there we go again, lapping more traffic, gets through the chicane. And what's our time? 1:11.83. Okay, so at least we're in the 1:11s. You just gotta push for that 1 minute 10. I don't care if it's 1 minute 10.99, I just want 1 minute 10. That is all I request from this race. We're up by 0.4, that's not going to really do it. I will say the music sounds very similar to good old Eurobeat. Or the music that they had on the first Destruction Derby game. Very, very similar, upbeat, high energy kind of disco dance. Happy hardcore, whatever you want to call it. Don't cross it up, come on, keep it straight. What was our time? Come on, please, 1 minute 10. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay then. 0.6 down, so we got to make up 0.23 of a second. Get past Warwick. If we can. No, don't hold us up, you bonker. Nice, easy moves. That's all we want to do. Don't jerk the controls too much. Okay, we're down by 0.4. If we can make up just 0.2 of a second going through the last chicane, we could get 1 minute 10. Just gotta be careful. No, I think I went a bit too slow through there. Yeah. Not gonna do it this time, I don't think. Nope. Bloody hell. Now, if we can get through the chicane with carrying enough speed, I would say around about 100 to 105 miles an hour, we should be alright, but that was a bit slow. We only had a speed of around 90 miles an hour going through there. There's Cleland again for the second time. We're up by 0.08. Now we got the bloody Peugeots in the way. Is that Peugeot or is that Nissan? That could actually be my teammate. See, it's hard to tell which car that is. It looks like a Vauxhall, actually. It looks like Warwick again, but we just passed him. Notice our teammate. I could see the flashes of yellow and blue on the rear deck lid. Oh, we're up by 0.5 of a second. If these two arseholes don't get in the way, we could actually get the 1 minute 10 we so desire. Paul Radistich is out of the race. Okay. And do we do it? Oh, you son of a bitch. If the two cars hadn't been there, we would have got the win. We would have got the fastest lap time. Paul Radistich, though, is out of the race. I think that could have been me, actually, because I was going through the chicane. I went to the side of him. I must have pushed him into the barrier there, and he must have just rolled over. So, 2 retirements. That'll be good for John Clellan. Then he's happy because he's up in the top 14. So, 14 runners remaining. Audi of Bincliffe and the Ford of Radisic both out of the race. Coming up to lap the Audi. Of Frank Biela. But we're down again on lap time, so we're not going to get the 1 minute 10 this time around. Unless we can put in a load of speed. No, gotta bloody spin it, aren't we? Yes, of course we are. Son of a bitch. I want to try and carry as much speed as I can through here. But, god damn it. So we hit 100 mile an hour going across the start-finish line, but we're still a lot slower than we usually are, so we're going to be down on our lap time by the first sector, so I don't think we're going to have a chance of getting the 1 minute 10 this lap. Unless I do something completely outrageous. Oh, we did make up a little bit of time, but still down by just over half a second. So I want to take really tight lines, but again, I don't want to make the car unsettled. I'll dip a wheel onto the grass, which is going to make the car very, very wobbly. No, I haven't made up any time at all. Still just over half a second down. No. Mother... See, look at that wobbly stuff there where the car's bouncing up and down because the track is so stupidly non-even. But don't worry, it's still not as bad as it is at Croft. And that track I am definitely not looking forward to. But we'll see anyway. It's still a little ways off before we get to the mid-season. And after this, we are visiting Brands Hatch for the first time. The Indy layout. Of course, they didn't use the Grand Prix layout for 1997. Or for 1998. So there you go. Yeah, I did make... I've been making errors over the last few races, because I keep thinking that Craig Baird is driving the Ford Mondeo. It's not, it is Paul Radisic. Craig Baird didn't actually show up until 1998, so... Yeah, my friend Josh told me about that with the moaning Yorkshireman. Oh, for God's sake! See, the littlest of inputs and the friggin' car just wants to spin out all the time. I want to get a good run going through the chicane. Right, let's try and get this bloody lap time done. No, oh for God's sake, why does the car do that? The smallest of inputs and then the rear end is like, nope, not today. Stupid game. Inconsistent controls, inconsistent bloody steering input, inconsistent grip levels. And we're so close on getting the 1 minute 10s. So come on. Let's get it done. No more arsing around. Smallest of inputs. There we go. Peugeots are going to be in the way, that's fine. So that's what we want to do. We want to keep the speed to over 100 miles an hour going across the chicane. So still 2 seconds down on that previous lap, but this is another attempt. Let's see if we can do it. No, and again the controls are so fucking inconsistent. You cannot put in the same lap time every single time, or you can take a corner 100 times the exact same way, but on 1 or 2 occasions the car will just not respond or spin. It is so bloody annoying, especially when you're trying to go for lap times. Even though lap times don't win you anything, it doesn't give you a bonus point or anything like that. But I mean, it's just so bloody tedious when it happens. So we'll try again. Brake by here, cut the chicane, like so. I've got 3 more attempts to do it. Let's try this time. Oh great, more lap traffic. That's Cleland. We're up by 0.4. Okay, this is good signs. Just stay out of my way. Let's get this done. If the Honda stays out of my way, I should be alright. We're actually up almost a second. No, no, and again, the controls. Inconsistent steering. Yep, that has ruined it. Thank you for the nudge. Oh, bloody hell. And again, oh, for fuck's sake. And we were down by 9 seconds. Hooray! See, it's really strange because you can go round like that and the car sticks. You can actually use full steering and the car sticks. But sometimes it doesn't. So that is why I'm trying to be so careful on the controls, and sometimes the input is not enough and you just go wide and the car just doesn't stick. But we're only down by 0.8. So let's see by the second sector what we're down by. Oh, we're actually made up a bit of time. We could do it this time then. Come on. No! Oh. Again, see what I mean about how inconsistently crap it is. For God's sake. Just the slightest touch on the bloody analog stick and the car just loses all control on the rear end and off you go. So, yeah, we got so close, 111.05. And I think we're going to be well down. Only 0.9. It's the last lap anyway. I'm just going to go all out and try and cut as much of the chicane as possible. Because you can see how the undulations in the track, they really make the car very, very squirrely. Oh, yeah, we're down by a second. So we're just going to go balls to the wall, flat out across the chicane. And see what we can muster. Like that, get out the way, Honda. And what was our lap time? 8, 9... Yes, we did it!
The new Volvo driver has done it again, taking the checkered flag in style. Here's the final positions.
1 minute 10.55 on the last lap. Get in there. So there we go, we get the win. Alan Menu was third. Can you believe it? James Thompson finished second. Jason Plato, Gabriele Tarquini, David Leslie, Frank Bila. Kelvin Burt was 8th again. He does like that 8th place. And the rest of the race results then. John Bincliffe, Paul Radicic, both retired. Derek Warwick, Will Hoy, Patrick Watts, Anthony Reid, Tim Harvey and John Cleland, the last of the finishers.
So let's see how today's events affect the championship table. A great season so far then for the new Volvo driver. At the moment he's putting the professionals to shame. Indeed, we are leading now by 31 points. So, not too bad at all. Do you want to save the game? Yeah, might as well. So, that was then the round 6 of the championship at good old Thruxton. We will be revisiting Thruxton later on in the season. And, yeah, we should get a good old cheat code with that as well if we go on to the next screen. And what was our cheat code? And there we go. So, we got cheat codes gold for 1 for the first quarter. As I mentioned before, every quarter you get 3 cheat codes, how well you do in the championship. So you got CM Stars, CM No Hits, and CM Micro. So you can jot those cheats down yourself and give them a try out. So yeah, I'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you for rounds 7 and 8 coming from Brands Hatch Indy. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.